Hey everyone, it's John with Nature's Outlet. I've got Charlie Ray, our owner here, um, and I'm just going to ask him a couple of questions today. So when I, left my last position with GNC and decided to make the switch over to Nature's Outlet, one of the first things I realized pretty quickly was just the high quality of all the products in the
Yeah.
store. Um, and I was kind of wondering from your point of view, how do you assemble all of these great products, from scratch into a store? And yeah, I'm kind of going to let
Well,
you elaborate.
that's something that has taken years to learn how to do the right way,
Sure.
but it's super important. I will be the first person to tell anybody that 85, maybe even more than that, percent of nutritional supplements that are out there in the world are junk. It's people basically trying to sell products strictly to make money. And hey, I'm not opposed to making money. That's what makes the world go round. And if you do a good job, you should make money. But my goodness, the amount of shortcuts that companies have taken throughout the years I'll say it's appalling. I've got an example. This is back in the 80s when I was a young kid, kind of in the industry. Terry Lemeron was the owner of Enzymatic Therapy, one of the best supplement companies out there. And he was telling us in a training for retailers about how they would buy some of the best raw material ginseng in the world. And they would basically, it was the extraction technique was almost like you brew it almost like you would brew coffee to get the extract. And then you would have this residue material that was basically, it was just pulp. It was just leftover plant fiber. And for the longest time, they would compost. They would give the stuff to the local farmers to compost, basically throw in their fields. And ginseng became popular in the 80s. The industry got hot, so to speak. And he was literally approached by other supplement companies to purchase the fiber, the pulp. And they would put on their label 100% ginseng. And that is technically true.
Sure.
But it was garbage.
Yeah.
And so we learned, long ago that, it's you got to really know what you're doing in terms of selecting products. And so some of the quick things that we do is, we demand that our vendors have assays of their products, which is basically a certified lab analysis showing that what's in the product, what's supposed to be in the product is in the product. Also, there are things you learn quickly. The good manufacturers invite us to their place. They want to show off.
Sure.
They're showing all the techniques that they use. They're showing all of the science that they use to verify their products. We've put on those space suits and walked around in clean rooms. We've seen the guys, little scientist guys with the microscopes. I don't think microscopes are like that. Not like that. I did that wrong. Sorry.
Same difference. Yeah.
Binoculars, right? Anyway. So we actually dig into who these people are, and we develop long-term relationships with the guys that make the best stuff. And you can also tell because those are the guys, they actually fund research on their products. So, that's kind of like in a nutshell how we've, some of the steps that we take to figure it out. And, having 40 years of experience really helps too, because at this point we kind of know everybody, the who's who in the industry. So that gives us a big leg up.